I am looking at the spreadsheet where you guys submitted your blog links, and most of you submitted successfully, and you're now over in my completed tab. And so the folks who are watching this should be the ones who didn't get any points for their blog post. It's possible I made a mistake and that you actually submitted successfully, and that you may be over in the completed tab. If you think that I've made an error in my initial calculation of your first score, just let me know. But I went ahead and hid the names associated with these just so that I could, because this video is on YouTube and I don't want to put everybody's names on YouTube. So, but let me show you what it is that I see, and I want to help you to. So I'm talking to the people that have had issues. Either you haven't submitted your blog post at all, and that's a different issue. You need to follow the instructions, set up a blog, turn in the link to me, make sure you put an initial post on there that responds to session 1 blog post. If that's your situation, then you've got to go through the first session and finish the work there. But if you have submitted it unsuccessfully, that's what this conversation here is about. So we've got 3 kinds of submissions here that I'm going to talk about. The first one, the most common one at the moment, is that you're submitting the link to your Blogger dashboard. I mean, look at this. It says blogger.com, and then it has all this mess. And see how these links look they look very similar, because it's all the same problem. And here's what we see when we go to a link like this. It says your current account does not have access to view this page. And the reason, again, is because it is your dashboard, and I don't have access to your dashboard. So let me show you how to fix that. All right, so if you go to blogger.com and you log in, it takes you to this is your dashboard of all of your blogs, and you may only have one, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blogs. This is like my blog dashboard, and this may or may not be what you're giving me the link to. It's possible that you're going deeper inside of your particular blog. Like, let me go into this particular blog. I'll go into this one actually. And this is probably more at what you're submitting. This looks like the links you guys are giving me. But this, see how it says dashboard at the end of this one? This is the dashboard for the actual blog itself. So there's a dashboard for your Blogger main page where all of your blogs are. Then there's a dashboard for each individual blog, and that's where you manage your blog, because your blog is like a newspaper. So this is like the inside, the guts of your blog that only you get to see. But in order for us to see the outside, you need to go over to the view blog side of it, and this up here then would be the link you turn in. This is the link that you give the world so that we can actually come see it. Okay, so that's what you want to copy, and that's what you want to submit to the Blogger link. And one way you can get directly to that link where you submit the correct link is you can go, one easy way is to go to the course plan next to session 1 blog post survey, and there you can resubmit it. So that's how you fix problem number 1. And you can go ahead and just again resubmit it to that link that I just showed you at the course plan. So go next to blog post, hit survey, and do it. All right, so problem number 2. Okay, we'll look at this one. It's that the problem number 2 is that there's no post. So you've created a blog and you've given me a good link, but you haven't written an initial post. So that tells me you haven't finished the assignment, you haven't finished watching the show, you haven't written your post, or you haven't gotten it up here. Maybe you put it somewhere else, but it needs to be here. So get it here and then let me know so I can come in and check it and give you your points. And also, another reason why you want to get this post done is because, see how this says 2 hours of field experience in this session? It's tied to that blog post, and if you don't do that, then that's another 2 hours of field experience that you'll have to do for the end of the semester. You have to do 10 total in the class, but I give you 5 hours embedded inside of coursework. So if you complete it, you're good. If you don't, then you need to make sure you not only do you not get points for the assignment, but you also have 2 extra hours of field experience that you still have to do on top of, so that you have 10 total in the end. All right, final issue is just one person, and I understand the confusion here, but this person uploaded a Word doc to the wiki. So go ahead and talk about this. I'm going to go to my example wiki. All right, so let's talk about this wiki thing for just a minute. You're not going to do a whole lot on your wiki. Well, you can do a little bit throughout the semester, but in terms of your blogging, you don't need to to do anything with your your blogs, with your wiki and blogs. You don't have to do anything together with those things. As the ethics project comes due, you'll use the wiki. The philosophy of education comes due, you'll use the wiki then. Hot topic will come due, you'll use the wiki. And then at the end of session 6, you'll submit something for your blog posts page of your wiki and your takeaways. So I'll just come here and talk about this ever so briefly. I haven't done a complete example for you here, but I'm on the blog post page, and what you're going to do is you're going to put a link to every one of your blog posts. You're going to have 6 total by the end of session 6, and then you're going to put a link to every one of your blog buddies' contributions, and you'll have, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll have 5 total for blog buddies. And so this is a portfolio. This is a place where you show your work, but this is not something you submit at this point. So you need a blog. And I think that this person may not have a blog yet. So you need to go back to the assignment and probably go back into session 2 and look at the blog setup instructions and learn all about that. Okay, so I put you on pause and I went and checked a few things to see, you know, back inside of session 1 there's instructions on how you set up your blog, but if you want to go straight to the session 1 blog post, you've got blog setup instructions that are always linked right here at the top of every blog post, actually. So like if you were in blog 3 and you wanted to revisit the blog setup instructions, are actually at the top at any point. So for that person who did that wiki submission, you want to go revisit the blog setup pages if you haven't done that already. Again, if you need to resubmit your blog, I think the best way to do it is to just keep resubmitting it to that survey link, and I'll get redundancies, but I will see them come into my sheet. They'll come in right at the bottom. I'll know when they came in. I'll be able to check them very quickly that way, and I check these daily. So let me know if you have any questions. The first round of grading is just simply, it's a technical thing. It's, did you make the blog and did you make a post? And then my next step here this week, January, I'm talking to you on January 28th, but the next step is actually go and finish reading the posts that you guys have submitted. So it's a 2-step process, but you actually got your points just for completion. Because we want to get all these posts figured out. We want to get the technical piece established so that we can then set up the blog buddies thing for session 3. All right. Thanks so much.